This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com.
Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. Today's 6/15/21, show number 285. Quadruple witching hour is almost upon us, Nick.
That's right. This coming Friday, we're going to have options expiration. It is a quadruple witching options expiration, which means it's a quarterly expiration. We get this June, September, December, and March. I call this the real Shark Week. This is a time for a lot of institutional game playing as institutions try to pin the tail on the donkey. They find the option imbalances, and that's where they move stocks to wherever they're going to expire worthless. So that's what the options game is really about each and every month. So be on your toes this month.
All right. Well, there's nothing new under the sun, as they say, right?
That's correct.
So you're expecting a whipsawing of popular stocks this week?
Yeah, I think we're already starting to see it. I mean, yesterday we had a pretty good whipsaw Monday. That's a little unusual. The volume trends remain putrid. I mean, they are extremely light. So, you have to give the market that slight upside bias. Even if they're down, they can get a bounce. Yesterday into the close, we saw a monster rally in the final 20 minutes of the session. And this is what we've become accustomed to when you have light volume. So, again, this week is options X. Don't make too much out of anything. Then next week, once you get through the options expiration, you start to really hone in on those charts and see what they're telling you.
All right. So options X. So makes it impossible to really pick up on a trend.
Well, you have certain trends that are out here already. One I want to talk about copper, which is getting really hammered today. Copper futures are down by nearly 4% today. That's been topping out already. So that is getting hit, and you're seeing a little acceleration decline there. A lot of copper stocks like Freeport-McMoRan down over, almost down 7%. Southern Copper down over 4% today. So we're seeing, equities like that continuing with their trend that has been in place pretty much for most of the past month. So, those equities, but, you get the popular names like Apple, which has been a weak name. Yesterday got a big bid. Today it's selling off a little bit. You're going to get whipsaw in those type of names. But there are some trends that are still short-term trends that are still in play.
All right. So copper, we talked about it extensively, the parabolic move. It's run out of steam. Is it going to go make a higher low and then resume its ascent, or is it finished?
No, I don't think the move down is finished, but I do think that it's going to get bounces. And just like when gold topped out in August of 2020, you went parabolic, and then you start to correct a little bit. Right now, I think copper futures have pulled back pretty nicely. They topped out basically on, I believe it was the 10th of May, and they topped out at around 488. Now they're trading down around 435, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. And they're probably going to get some bounces in here over the next week or two. Nothing goes straight down.
All right. So, but you think the bull run in copper is over, or we have more to follow?
I don't think it's over for years, but I think it's over for now. I think for the next few months, for maybe 2021, I think the run is over.
Okay. So just there's lots of other opportunities like precious metals. So what's up with the Federal Reserve? What are they doing to us now?
So we have a 2-day Fed meeting starting today. The central bank will make their policy statement for the U.S. tomorrow at 2 p.m. Everyone is waiting here. If they say anything about a possible taper, as you know, they're printing, or I shouldn't say printing, but they're buying $125 billion a month worth of mortgage-backed securities, U.S. Treasuries, some corporate debt. So people are waiting to see if they are going to mention any type of taper. So that is, we're not looking for rate hikes or anything like that. We're just looking to see if they're going to taper their purchases. And again, I don't think they're going to come out tomorrow and do anything like that, but they might come out and say, hey, we're considering tapering down the road. We're cutting back our asset purchases. So as you know, they don't have any money. They just print the money up and they just buy these things. So again, that's been the main catalyst for the stock market rally this year is, you have $125 billion a month injected into this system them in one form or another, and then that gets leveraged, and that goes into the stock market.
Yeah, isn't it a beautiful thing? And we've seen this over and over again. Hey, quickly, gold and silver, what are we looking at there?
Yeah, gold is retreating a little bit today. It's down about $4 as we speak, sitting at around 1861. And then you have silver today also pulling back a little bit. That's down about 1%, trading down about 30 cents to 27.73. So we're continuing to just see a pullback in gold and silver ahead of the Fed, may I add, too. So if the Fed comes out tomorrow and says, hey, we're going to taper our asset purchases, that would be very bullish for gold. If they say we're going to continue along, that would be bearish for gold, but I think that's what gold is already pricing in. Either way, if you look at the gold chart pattern, I think it's a good consolidation pattern. We don't want to see gold go parabolic. It was starting to do that. It's tapered off and it's gone sideways. I love the gold pattern right now. It may do some more backing and filling, but overall the trend is up, especially on the bigger time frames. And this is a healthy pullback to see for higher price in the future. And I don't mean down the road far. So the pullback in gold looks to be setting up for higher prices, but we may get some more backing and filling in the near term as it does put that consolidation pattern in.
All right, so get ready for higher gold and silver prices. Make sure you go over to inthemoneystocks.com, find out how Nick does it so you can learn too, and check out the Twitter feeds at Nick Santiago01, at ITMS, at Kerry Lutz, and send me your emails, kl@kerrylutz.com. Nick, we'll talk to you tomorrow and see what the future will tell.
Sounds good, Kerry.
And so concludes another episode of Daily Market Wisdom with Master Trader Nick Santiago. Be sure to go to his website, inthemoneystocks.com. Don't forget the Twitter feeds at ITMS and at Nick Santiago01.